Hi guys, welcome back. In the previous video we learned that how we can display the songs in the songs list or in the playlist where we shown our song name including the artist, then we display those buttons, right? And now the time is to work on those buttons, how we can remove a song, how we can mark at favorite, how we can play a song and so on, right? Okay, let's first work on this remove a song. Let's say one song is added and we want to remove that, so how we can do that, right? Okay, so here I'm going to say that to click equal remove song, right? And then we need the index, right? Index, what is this index? This index is a unique representation of each row, right? Okay, and here after that I want to add this remove song, right? And then it contain the index, right? And then we need to remove that from our songs list. So it's this one is this songs list, this dot songs, and then there is a method which is splice used to remove any of the item from the array. So in the first part we need to tell the what's the starting point. So starting point is our index. So index is that, let's say we have 5 rows, and when we are clicking on 4th row it will return the 4th one, and then how many rows we want to remove or how many counts we want to remove. So here we will pass that, right? I want to remove the 1, right? Just give it a save. And oh my god, we got an error because we are missing the comma here. Just get save, and we got that. If I go here and add another here, and now I'll test the, oh my god, its page is refreshed. Okay, song is added, and if I want to test the remove functionality, just click on it, and yes, you can see this, it's removed, right? Click on that, and yes, it's removed successfully. Perfect. So now we want to mark that song favorite and favorite unfavorite, right? So for that purposes we need another property here which is called yes, favorite. I don't know what's the spelling of favorite. Oh my god, that's very bad. Okay, I have defined a property as false by default. By default our song is not marked as favorite, right? And here I want to say that click before this click I want to here mention that if that property is let's say if song dot favorite, right? Okay, if it's song dot favorite, I want this favorite. Let me also add a heart sign with them. So let me add something like this. Let me copy this, paste this. So now this one is marked song dot favorite, and this one basically doesn't belongs to directly to a song, or I can handle this as a separate entity, right? Okay, song dot favorite. So by default this will return the false, right? I haven't, let me pause this exactly. When we are adding any of the item here we will pause this. So favorite, oops, this dot oops, just favorite this dot favorite. So whatever the value first time it will return the false, and then we are saving the false into that, right? And then here we are getting that value if it's favorite, so then we are displaying the favorite, otherwise we are displaying the unfavorite. Okay, save, and displaying that favorite. And now I need to work on that, right? So when someone click on that, I want to change its functionality. Basically I need the toggle functionality, right? So here I want to say that toggle favorite, right, favorite, something like this, and then it will accept the index, right, whatever on the songs we are performing the operation. So here I'm going to mention its favorite index, whatever. Oh my god. Okay, so here basically I need to toggle between that. So if this dot whatever our song index, something like this, here we are mentioning the songs list, and then we are finding the index, whatever the index, and then we are marking this. Let me write this full line and then I'm explaining you that how it's working. Okay, so basically here what we are doing is we are finding that index and then returning that is its favorite value, right, and then we are basically saving its opposite value. Let's say if song is favorite, we are marking this unfavorite. If it's unfavorite, we are marking it as favorite, right? So now add a new song, click on it, favorite, click on it, and it's marked it as unfavorite. Just click on it, and yes, everything is working good, but it should be on the on this pause, not this one, right? This is a button. Let me comment this out, button. Okay, let's get refresh. Song favorite, unfavorite, favorite, unfavorite. Perfect. Okay, good job. And now we are successfully able to remove that song, right, and we are going to mark as favorite and unfavorite. So now last thing is we need to work on this play, that how we can play a song, right? So if I go here, I need to mention the click functionality to play the play song, right, which will accept the here we need the song audio, right? We are getting a song, and song contain audio, right, and we will play the song through that, right? So here I'm going to basically mention play song, which require the which will get the audio URL, right, and then here I'll mention this audio equal new audio. Okay, audio, and we need the audio URL, right, something like this, and just we need to make this audio dot play. That's it. Okay, audio dot play. Just get save and also add a comma here, and I need to mention example song. Song URL. So I have basically searched on this GPT that what's the song songs list. It's provide me the songs list. Just it's provide me here. It's also provide me something like this, right? So just to go here and oh my god, why it's lost. Example song, it's written by Guri. Okay, and then paste that URL and then click on this add song, and yes, it's added. And you can see this when I'll click on this play button, you can see here icon of speaker. Just clicked and song is playing, and you can see this icon is here. So whenever something is playing on YouTube or something other, so this icon is appeared. So our song is successfully playing, and now last thing is remaining, which is how we can pause the existing song. So we'll cover this in the next video, because we need to first get that what's the song, and then we can pause that song. Or here, let's say if I'll mention that it's a property, we need to mention the current playing song, and then we need to detect that if song is playing, so then we can mark this. Let me add that. Okay, it's a pause. So I think I need to add this at the last. Here I'm adding this at the last because if I add this here on the second tab, it will basically reserve this color, right? I don't want to someone to reserve that color. Pause is added. It looks good, right? Even okay, it looks good. I'll just play. You can place it here, and you need to swap those classes, so then you can add this pause button here. Okay, so whenever someone click on that, I want to pause that song. Click pause song, something like this, and then that will accept the index or whatever. If you can't accept the index, we don't need that. And here we need to before this adding that song, we need to also make sure that our current song which is playing. By default it should be null when we reload our application, so no song is playing. And here we need to mention our pause song functionality, right? If this dot current song, and then pause that song. Yes, exactly like this. So now just go here and test that out. Let me copy that, paste it, click on it, play. Yes, it's playing. Click on it, pause. I clicked on it, pause, but still our song is playing. It means that pause is not working here. When I'm clicking on it here, oh my god, song disturbing me. Anyway, let no song is currently playing. Just click on it. Let me refresh it and try it one more time. Okay, a new song, click on it, play a song. It's playing. Just click on it, pause. No song is currently playing. So it means that it's unable to detect. Oh my god, it's unable to detect because we are not passing this out here. Whenever here when we are playing the song, we need to mark this this dot current audio. Basically we are getting that song and then we are playing that song, right? But here I'm assigning that current song. Basically which song is playing, I'm basically getting that song and saving into this current song variable. So then this variable will be filled and then it will be able to mark this as basically pause that playing song. Okay, just paste it, click on this add song, play, song is playing, just click on it, pause, and yes, that song is paused. You can see this icon is disappeared. Click on it, play, song is playing, click on it, pause, and yes, song is paused successfully, right? Oh my god, that's so awesome. And thank you so much guys for completing this overall overall this series. I just want to say thank you because you learned a lot by following this series, and definitely you will be say thank you to me because this one is very valuable series where I taught every step with the simple examples. So share your feedback about this series, and I'm going to also cover the more advanced series regarding the React and Vue with Laravel, React with Laravel, and so on. So thank you so much guys, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye bye.